Good morning, students. Hope you all are in good health. So let's start our class. Our today's topic is scope of statistics and limitations of statistics. Now, when you are asked about the scope of statistics, what will be your answer? Your answer will be the same as the applications of statistics in different fields. So if someone asks you, what are the various uses of statistics? Then what will be your answer? It will be exactly the same as the scope of statistics. So let us start. Students, you know that statistics is used in everywhere in our life. In modern day life, we need to use statistics in every aspect. There are numerous uses of statistics. So here we will go through a few of them. Okay. So the first use or application I'm going through is the use of statistics in business. How statistics can be used in business or how business persons can use statistics. First of all, when someone runs a business or the business persons, they need to know about the market conditions, right? So how do they know about the market conditions? They need to know the present and past scenario. What was the uh, price trend? What was the situation of the market in the past? And how do they know that? They have to use some statistics. They have to use some averages, average price, average demand, average sale. So these are all statistics, right? So when a business, someone runs a business, he has to know some basics about statistics. He has to understand what those statistics mean, right? And eventually he can decide on his business. So it is very clear that business is not possible. Business cannot be run smoothly without the uses of statistics, right? The businessman has to collect some past and present information which actually involves statistics. Then he has to read those, he has to interpret those. And as you know, class uh, collecting data, interpretation, classification, analysis, those all are basics of statistical inquiry or analysis, right? So business needs statistics. Now, our second point is the use of statistics in government and administration. How government can use statistics and why government need to use statistics. So, students, for example, the government, in order to provide good civil administration, has to has to appoint, has to employ police force, right? So on what basis the government will appoint police force? How many police personnel are needed in your area? For that purpose, government needs some information. What information? Information on crime, information on the situation, the security forces in your area. So these are statistics. How many persons are there how many security persons are there per 1000 population, right? So this is a statistics. For example, 25% security persons per 1000. This is a statistics, right? So in that case, government, in order to run smooth administration, good administration needs statistics. Similarly, we often demand that government should provide some subsidies, government should reduce the prices. But on what basis government will do those things? Government first collects data on those aspects, on for example agriculture, on for example production of a particular good, and on for example sales, on for example prices, right? And then deciding on the trend, the government reduces the price, government provides subsidy, government does some other work to promote that particular sector where production is less. So government also needs statistics very much, right? Now next comes natural sciences. we are studying commerce and we are studying economics, but those are not natural sciences. What are the natural sciences? Natural sciences are, for example, physics, chemistry, geology, botany. Those are natural sciences. But again, statistics is used in those natural sciences also. How? For example, let us take an example of diagnosing some disease, right? Then what the doctors do, how they do diagnose this disease. The doctors rely on what? They rely on some checkups like temperature, pulse rate, blood pressure, etc. So those are actually statistics. Similarly, when a drug is discovered or when a drug is tested, its success or failure depends also on statistics. How? Because they uh, use the number as the success rate. What number? The number of patients cured by the drug, right? So there also statistics is used. Now, moving on. Another important area where statistics is highly used is research. And without research, the world cannot just move on. For example, we are now suffering from COVID-19, right? And what we are lacking? We are lacking the research. Research is going on, but we cannot have a drug, a vaccine without research. So research is very important. When we get a new mobile set with a better technology, what does that mean? That means that someone has done research has made has provided new technology. When we use something new, that has to be come through research. It is not that we will go through a road or some forest and just take a new mobile phone from there, right? There has to be research. Similarly, research in any aspect needs statistics. How? Yeah. So when we go through research, when we do research, what do we do? First, research is based on some past facts, past informations, what actually have what others have done in the past, what is found in the past. And whenever we go through past, we go through some aggregative informations. This is statistics. Now, for example, uh, when we want to uh, examine the relationship between, for example, say poverty and demand, or the poverty or income, or sickness and income, right? So what is the relationship? Maybe when people are having low income, they fall sick, often fall sick. They do not have their capacity or so much of purchasing power to go for better health services, right? So when this sort of research is undergone, what they actually do, they first collect aggregative data, aggregative information on income, then the number of people who are sick, and then they test the relationship. In that case also, statistics is needed. Statistics is used. How? Because they have taken information and that information is in averages. So research, basically the first thing in research which we need is statistic, right? So students, these are the few examples, few areas of statistics, of the applications of statistics. Apart from that, there are various institutions, there are various organizations which do, apart from government, which do their separate works, and they also need statistics. For example, the social workers, the labor unions, trade unions, etc., when they decide on their salary, they decide on their protection laws, right? So these things also come from statistical evidences. What were previously there, what was previously there, and what is now. So when they compare, they use data, and when they use data or averages, that is statistics. So these are the areas where statistics is used. And now we know that statistics is really important, and that is why we are studying statistics, right? But students, like any other science, like any other subject, statistics also has some limitations. What are those limitations? And should we just overlook those limitations, or should we just skip statistics for those limitations? No. Every science, every subject has its own limitations, but depending on its use, depending on its importance, we should use or we should go through the subject or science. And the same thing applies to statistics also. We use statistics, we will go through statistics, but we also keep in mind the limitations. The first limitation is statistics is it only deals with quantitative facts, right? It doesn't consider the qualitative ones. For example, someone's honesty or someone's intelligence cannot be measured in statistics, and you all know that what are the facts that can be measured in statistics are only numerical ones. So this is a limitation, obviously. The second limitation is what? Statistics only deals with averages and aggregates. I can, using statistics, I can comment on the average marks of your class, but not for your individual marks, right? I do not get individual information from statistics, because statistics also only deals with averages and aggregates. And since statistics only deals with aggregates, it cannot be accurate at that sense, right? You cannot accurately comment on each and everyone's status, on each and everyone's marks, right? So it is not that accurate. Again, students, statistics can be misused. For example, take our present situation. In some states, the number of patients is very high. A large number of patients are suffering, and in some states there are very few cases compared to the others. Now, when you want to show this in a worst situation, or in a type of disadvantage, you can use just the absolute numbers, but it can be misused. Why? It can be used as a weapon mm, uh, to show some evil side. How and why? Because we should see the things in proportion to the total. If in a particular state total number of population is high, very large, and in proportion to that your number of patients or death rate is, for example, 5%, 10%, and in another state the total population is less, obviously there will be less number of patients, but there the proportion is 15%. So when you truly compare, you see that the statistics has been misused. In this way, statistics can be misused for someone's purpose, right? And finally, it does not provide any solution. Yes, statistics can say this is the problem, this much percentage of people are below the poverty line, but it cannot provide the solution. It cannot say you do this and you will be above the poverty line. You do this and you will be earning more income. No, statistics does not provide any solution, and obviously it is not the duty of the statistics to provide solution. You should have also keep it in mind that statistics is not for providing solution. It is for exploring the present situation, exploring what it is and what are the relationship between different things, right? So students, this much for today. We'll go for the next and detailed analysis in the next class. Thank you very much for listening to me. Have a nice day.